So, how can we support our students to be independent during independent work time? Hey, special educators, I'm Jennifer from Positively Learning. It's going to be such a quick video. What I really want to do is share some links so you can get these free resources. All right, so right now we're looking at a blog post. I'll be sure to put this link in the description because you can download this free checklist. First of all, though, I just wanted to explain how I used this and why I set it up the way I did. So, when I'm talking about independent work, in this case, I'm thinking about those routine systems that we have in place. So, maybe you have an independent work system set up in your resource room, and it looks like task boxes or file folder activities, or maybe a student binder. In my case, it was task boxes. I wanted to have some type of checklist my students could refer to before asking for teacher help. So I didn't want to be putting out those individual student fires and giving lots of reminders to keep going. I wanted to have some type of checklist. So maybe you could laminate this and have students use a dry erase marker to check it off, or you have a clothespin clip that you're moving down as students move from one step to the next. All right, so the criteria for making a checklist. Well, one is what was appropriate for my students. I worked with really young students. Majority were non-readers. So when I was choosing language, I still wanted to include text. But when I was choosing the language, I wanted to be as concise as possible. And I also wanted to be very open ended. And the reason I wanted to be so general is I wanted it to transfer to a variety of tasks. In our case, it was task boxes, but we used them throughout the day. Maybe this was during morning time and students were entering the classroom, the resource room setting, and getting started with the task independently. Maybe it was while I was pulling a small group during our literacy block, or maybe students were working independently during a math block in the inclusion classroom setting. These steps should be able to transfer as much as possible. So I thought, what do I want them to do bare minimum so that they can be successful independently? And I chose these four steps. And I know they sound really, really basic. First, they're going to select their task box, then they're going to follow the directions, then they're going to clean up their area. And then the very bottom, I know you can't see here, but it's in the free download. But then I wanted them to be able to initiate a new task because that's like the beauty of task boxes, right? All right, so I did use visuals. The visuals I consider really high engaging visuals for my students because they are obsessed with task boxes. Those rainbow, colorful boxes were always such a hit in the classroom. I never had to worry about students like not wanting to use one, right? So those visuals made a lot of sense. Select a task, open it up, there's the directions, close it up, get a new task. All right, so that's what worked for me. I also want to scoot on down here and talk about this free checklist, but also this free training. So I go a little bit more into the checklist in this training. So I'm going to link this up for you as well. Tons of free stuff. All right, so this is the Taskbox webinar. And it's all talking about how this was the key to building student independence. And again, I was working with really young students, but I think an independent work system is beneficial in all ages and all grade levels that we're working with. So if you're not exactly sure what your students can do and whether they can work independently or not, a task box system can definitely help you. Ignore this date. I know it's not October 13th when you're watching this. This will pre-populate as you click on the link. All right, so what I want to go do is finish up this video and put these links in the description. Be sure to grab this so you can grab the checklist and get a closer look and register for that free webinar. You watch it on your own time and let me know if you have any questions. I am here for you. All right, thanks for watching.